Hey, what's going on, guys? We got another video today. Today we got Dan from Storm Arena with the Street Fighter Alpha 3 line. Honestly, I don't think this figure is going to be any different than the other two, like Ryu and Ken, but let's get this guy outside of the packaging and let's see what he's all about. All right, so here we have Dan outside of the packaging, and honestly, this dude feels different in hand compared to everyone else in the line, but for the most part, I would say it's just the same sculpt. They just painted it differently, and maybe just like the chest piece is a little bit different than like Ryu and Ken. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the articulation. I'm just going to kind of like show you guys just a little bit of a like here and there. But if you guys really wanted to see like the full breakdown, I would say just watch like my previous videos because I do go into depth with the other figures. But I want to tackle something right away with this guy, and I want to say let's go straight into his scaling with the rest of the line so far. So here he is next to Ryu. Here he is next to Ken. And we're going to put Sagat right in the back. Or should I say Sagat? No, I'm just kidding. But as you guys can see, Dan is in par with Ryu and Ken. All right. They scale perfectly side by side with each other. And then obviously Sagat in the background, and that dude towers everybody. So scaling, I would say it's just as good as it gets with Storm Arena. They do an amazing job with making sure the figures are in par with everybody else. But going over Dan, I think the only differences with Dan, I would say, would probably be around like the head sculpts and the hand sculpts that he comes with. So that way you guys can get a good look. His head sculpt here kind of has that one long strand for a bang, and then he has this ponytail in the back. And the ponytail, they are articulated on both head sculpts, but as you can see, he kind of has like the serious one where he's locked in, and then he has this one here where he's shouting. All right. Now for the hand sculpts, he has like these come here hand sculpts, or the please sir, may I have some water? No, let me stop. But then he has like these like palm strike hands, and then he has like these open palm hands here. And that's about it when it comes to his accessories. And then he comes with the stand that has his version of like a Hadouken. I forgot what his version is called. It's a little bit more specific towards him. But he is known for having the strongest fighting style. But I always remember this guy for being like a joke. I could be wrong. You guys can correct me in the back or in the comment section. But I always remember him being like a joke character. But I guess this is where he made his first appearance in Street Fighter, I believe, was in this line. But going over this guy's articulation right away, you know, you can look up just about there, that much, because his ponytail gets in the way. If you move the ponytail, it goes a little bit further up. Okay, he can look down just about that much. His arm can go just about the 90-degree angle here. It goes down that much. They have like that butterfly joint here. Okay, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and he has a wrist swivel and hinge. So he can curl the wrist or extend it outward. Okay. On all of the Storm Arena figures, I would say just like Jada right now, they have the removable gi. So you guys can see the process. You just remove this piece here, and then the belt is a separate piece, and you just remove it based on this peg right here. Very easy. Okay, he does have an upper chest piece that's on a ball hinge. Okay, his chest piece is made of like a soft rubber, kind of like the other figures in the line. And he has a lower abdomen hinge, and I believe it's also on a ball. There you go. See? So you're going to have some pretty decent articulation when it comes to the torso. Now, for the legs, you can extend them out. That's one cool thing that I like about Storm Arena is that you can drop the hinge lower and crank it back up again. That way you can get more range of motion. But here you go. That he can go up about to a 90-degree angle on the leg here. He can go forward just about this much. And he can go backwards just about here. His butt is also on a soft rubber, so it's going to be able to go back just a little bit. And then he does have an upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. And let's see, does this one have it? Yeah, I remember. So he does have a shin swivel at the cut of his pants. Now, for dorsiflexion, he can go just about that far. He can plantar flex just about here. And he does have that toe hinge that I like. And the way that they cut it, it limits it from going too forward, which is a super cool feature. I love the small little detailing when it comes to stuff like this, as you can see. Because I don't like when my figures get too loose over time and then they start going way too forward easily. You know, at least that stops it. But yeah, that's just it for about Dan, man. Like I said, he's not really like that much different compared to the other figures in the line. Like Ryu or Ken, he's pretty much the same. The thing that I like about Storm Arena, and I'll say this in every video, is that it was a brand new feature for me, at least, that they introduced like this whole rubber fists or for hands. It's like a strong rubber, so it's very soft. It's not like plastic or anything like that. And for the chest pieces, I kind of wish that they went with like the Jada route where the hair are like soft pieces as well, or like that soft rubber. So you can have no problem articulating the head, or, you know, when you're displaying them, like my Yujiro figure, just moving the head sculpt, man, I feel like the hair was so spiky. It hurt my thumb a little bit. But again, it could just be because I'm a pussy. But other than that, I just wish it was softer too, just because, like I said, for articulation, like Ryu's on the other hand, if you can see, his will just slide right off if I put too much pressure. It is soft, but it's not too soft, if that makes sense. Like, I wish I could actually put his head all the way back and his hair folds easier, you know? But that's the only real, like, I guess you can say con for me when it comes to the Storm Arena line. But for the most part, that's nothing, man. Majority of the time, these figures have so many more pros where, like, the articulation looks good, the aesthetics look amazing. But before I start going on another yap sesh, because I do say this in every video, if you are debating on picking them up, go for it. These guys look so much better in person, and I feel like you guys would definitely love them in yourselves. But if there's anything that I might have missed out on this review, or if there's anything that you guys want to tell me, any inputs yourselves, tell me in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this line, about this figure specifically. Is he your favorite character? I want to know. Tell me everything about him. But that's it for Dan for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful in any way. But stay tuned for it. I will upload them soon. And I'll see you guys on the next video, alright?
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.